Let me ask you about North Korea, if I may. In the last 3 years, North Korea has tested more missiles than it had in the last 30 years, including just this weekend a new missile with an even longer range than we've seen in the past. This is an increasingly threatening posture that we've seen from the North Korean leadership. You've had many conversations with President Trump, I think with President Moon in South Korea, obviously with President Xi too, no doubt in China. The US seems to be still relying on China, essentially, to exert pressure on North Korea, and thinks perhaps that that's the right way to go to ensure that we resolve this threat from North Korea. Is that going to work? Is it your impression that that diplomatic, that security approach through China is the most effective way to get North Korea to back off this increasingly aggressive posture?
Already, Japan and the United States and many other countries through the United Nations Security Council resolution have been applying pressure on North Korea. Now, China constitutes more than 80% in the overall trade of North Korea. So, with China dispensing its responsibility in a proper manner, I believe that we will be able to bring solution to the question of North Korea. Now, that North Korea is importing. China has stopped import of coal from North Korea, but there are many other things that China can do. So, we would like to encourage China to properly execute its responsibility, and we are watching closely. And the missile launched by North Korea recently, this is a very high level of the launch. It has, for the first time, reached altitude of 2,000 kilometers, and the ballistic, the warhead, what is happening on the missile is to be assessed. I believe that was the purpose of the experiment at this time. That is how we assess the situation. So the technology of the ICBM may be progressed, and we are very concerned with this. And such concern, at the G7 summit meeting, I would like to share this concern so that we should further exert strong pressure on North Korea. And when and if nuclear test is conducted, then we need to have additional pressures to be applied, additional sanctions to be applied through the United Nations Security Council. On this count as well, China should properly take actions, and China should understand fully. And between the United States and China, through the summit meeting, I understand that there were the talks on this regard.